Hello and welcome to another episode of Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and tonight joining me remotely are my beloved players, the members of Nothing Ventured. Hello everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Good evening, guys.
All right, so why don't we introduce ourselves to the audience, starting with the top left corner. Hello, Christine.
Hi, I'm Christine, and I'm playing MacLeod, Sunsworn, the Dwarven Tempest Cleric. I always mess up that order of words every single time.
All right, let's move in a clockwise fashion. Hello, Amy.
Hello, I am Amy, and I'm playing Tia Armstrong, the half-orc druid.
Hello, Mike.
Hey guys, I'm Mike. I am playing Zeno Rightwing. He is our half-elf ranger.
All right, let me just see if I can cut down on anything right now. I'm getting a little bit of crackle. Hello, Winter.
Hi, I'm Winter, and I play Mars, the Tiefling Rogue.
All right. So if you haven't been joining us for a little while, you should probably go back and check the episodes on Twitch. But there are a number of things that have happened since that kooky little intro. What you have missed is that the party has traveled to the distant desert land of Apesh in search of one of the Eyes of Nirn, one of three crystals that has the ability to seal away the goddess of darkness and ambition for all time. A seal that is weakening. With these three eyes, Edagon the Wise should be able to reinforce the seals, but should this seal break or be manipulated beforehand, the power of the goddess could be stolen or destroyed, upsetting the cosmic balance of this world. It's a race against time, and you have descended into the tomb of Okanen the Magnificent, former king and sultan of Apesh, or at least the Apeshian region. And as you've descended, you have learned several things, such as that his tomb and his magics that he used to fight off the cursed sea of living sand that threatens his people is one part celestial and one part demonic, a strange hybrid of good and evil that was used to keep his civilization alive. As you delve deeper into this temple, you not only are finding the trail of the cultists who moved through earlier, but also dark secrets from this land's past. Anybody have any questions before we start?
So,
Think I'm good.
Yes, question. Are we back up to full health because we rested?
You full rested, so everybody is back up to full.
Oh, thank God.
oh goody.
Excellent.
All right. And for those of you who are watching remotely right now or listening in later when I finally do the podcast thing, you may be noticing that the audio is not 100% stellar. That is because we are doing this distant because it is June 24th and we are in the middle of the COVID pandemic. And as soon as we can be in the same room together, we will be.
So it's not because we all are just tired of each other's stench.
I mean, I'm not tired of it, but it's more of it's a familiar stink.
I kind of like the thought, though, that when we look back on these episodes in the future, it'll be like captain's logs of the pandemic here.
I mean, kind of, right?
I mean, it could be worse. We could be in Florida.
I mean, that can usually be said.
No, thank you.
What was it, like 5,500 cases in a single day?
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
anywhere in the States at this point right now.
Yeah, Florida holds the record for the most cases in a single day.
Oh, God. Oh, well, on happier note, did you see that meme about Captain's Log Stardate where it was literally a captain log with the captain's hat sitting on a date with a little star?
Yeah,
It was so cute.
I like it.
Good meme. Good meme.
I like wholesome memes.
All right, and on that note, we once again delve into the Tomb of Okanen. Now, fortifying the room that you found two statues of young men in their prime, entombed alongside of 6 sarcophagi, two of which were containing a strange orange Icarus ooze with a black skull animating them with necrotic energy. You assume that the other 4 have these as well, but throughout the night they remain sealed. You held up for 12 hours, resting, recuperating your strength. You have no idea what time it is when you awaken. You just know that you slept somewhat fitfully. You wake rested. Does anyone need a chance to pick their spells, or are we all good?
Oh, I'm just gonna keep with what I had last time.
All right.
I was thinking I would probably keep the same as well. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
I figure I've spent enough time trying to decide on those for the tomb that I would just stick to them.
And with that, you continue. You wake up in the morning. Well, you wake up, I guess is a better way to say it. You all rouse yourselves and prepare to continue your delve deeper. As you wake up, you can see that Zeno, who had been keeping last watch, is still keeping his eyes on the door, his bow resting across his lap. Farah is sitting among her belongings, looking around the room, counting on her fingers.
And we've activated 2 of 3 of those stones.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we hadn't yet gone to the southern corridor.
Yeah,
No.
we hadn't gone south.
That was gonna be our next plan.
Yeah.
Farah looks over at you and, with a crinkle in her eyebrows, how tall do you think that is? She looks up at the ceiling, which looms overhead. 50? No. I can't see the top of it.
Yeah, it's too dark to tell.
Can I see the top of it?
Yes, you can, but just barely.
It's tall. It's over 100 feet, I'd say.
That's tall.
It's a big room.
Yep.
Real big room.
100 feet.
100 feet straight up.
We descended down at least 200 feet from the tip. This is 100 feet, 200. Well, I've got good news.
Uh-huh.
The pyramid was about, what, 500 feet?
About that.
So we're about halfway.
We're over halfway down.
Neat.
Yeah, that's the good news.
Bad news.
Things that are built in the sand have a habit of getting buried.
So this might be more than 500 feet?
I would not be surprised if there were subterranean levels.
Uh,
We have no idea how far down this is.
And the further we go down, the more that the room is just expanding.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's going to take longer to explore every single inch if we have to.
How's
So-
your shard sensor?
Nonsense.
My nerve senses are tingling. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I haven't felt anything in a little while, but I am getting tired.
You just slept.
I know, but that last attack with that floating head thing, it hit hard.
Oh, the little dudes?
Yeah, those things.
Yeah.
Not like a normal punch, those ones.
So what do we know about this place?
We know that it's a tomb meant to, glorify. What kind of leader was this guy? We don't know anything about him.
No, we don't.
I mean, anyone who would build a tomb like this is pretty ostentatious.
There's plenty of traps.
There are plenty of traps, so they obviously didn't want anyone to get in. They,
Because it's worth something.
yeah, and they had people sealed in here while they were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Horrifying.
Horrifying. So overall, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this dude's probably not the best guy in.
The demon summoning ritual didn't clue you in on that?
Exhibit
That was a major
C.
Fun. I don't think we did it before the long rest, but I'll pull out that parchment that I'd managed to pull out in the other room, and also show that. And like, okay, this isn't like this name feels like it's an entity. Don't say it, sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that like there's a whole list of names in the front of the book of Vela that I took.
Mhm.
Mars, can you check that other book? I think it was written in Infernal, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
And
right.
see if this name is in there. In the front.
Okay.
So I think there was lists of names, it seemed like, in the fronts of the
Mhm.
books of like owners.
And you found a parchment that claimed, what was it, some fealty or something.
I've forgotten the exact wording now.
But basically, it was an evocation.
I have something written down that says for the pleasure of Sargolish or something like that.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But we can't say the name out loud.
Yeah.
But you were able to read the name.
Yeah.
Was it in common?
No,
I believe.
yeah,
what?
it was. It was.
Yeah, it
common.
was
It
in
was in
common. It
common.
was in an older form of common.
Okay.
Correction,
Well-
we shouldn't say the name out loud.
So I just wanted to make sure that you guys could tell me what the name was I was looking for in the book. Otherwise, I'm like, charades? Like,
Charades.
Yeah, no, that was the whole point of me taking that parchment out, was
Mhm.
because we've been able to read it
Mhm.
in common, and so it was a warning to the rest of you to, hey, be careful that you don't read anything out loud.
Okay, well, I'll dig through my pouch and take out that book and see if I can find it or any other names that are also coincidentally in both versions.
As
The
you
Vela
open,
and Nern.
as you open the cover, the nameplates at the beginning, the registry of creatures that was
Mhm.
inscribed into it, you'll check it very quickly, and yes, it's right there. Sargalish.
Right there.
And it's one of the ones that's been crossed out.
Is it one of the most recent added to the list? Like top or bottom?
It's the top one.
There it is, but it's also crossed out. Was it in your book?
No. That's why I was
Crossed
wondering if
out.
it might be in yours. 'Cause mine's a book of Vela.
Those are compendiums, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a book with celestial creatures in the front of it, and you have a book of infernal beings in the front of it.
Mm-hmm. Are there names that show up twice?
No names that repeat. The
So
names.
this is maybe lists of creatures they've tried to contact, to use something, and they've been crossed off.
Or owners?
Or maybe
of the
they
books?
bound them. They found them and bound them or something.
or dedicated something to them. There was a sacrifice circle in the other room.
Hmm.
The entire lists aren't crossed off, are they?
No.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to, they can make a religion roll with disadvantage.
Sure, that sounds like fun.
Might as well.
Once they've seen the name, at least.
I rolled an 18 for both. Plus 3.
14.
14. So this is outside of your realm, somehow, Amalia. For
Tia has no idea. She rolled 5.
now, I did tell you before, though, Amalia, that at the very least, Vardastat or Vedastat is the name of an angelic being, and that's one of the ones in the book, in the White Book.
Yeah.
Mars, as you run your finger along the name absent-mindedly, you just have an instinctive feeling. It's
Like
the-
to turn the page or like.
It's
Just-
almost like you hear a whisper
Uh-oh.
coming out of the page, and you get the sense that this is a demonic entity. This is a demon's name or a devil's name.
It's a demon's name.
Okay, so we're dealing with demons. Great.
Yay!
But that's good. That's good. We know how to fight demons, right?
I mean, we've done it before.
No.
Not this many.
I mean, we fought one demon with 500 gnolls. How much more different is it really to fight 500 demons?
You know, I don't want to find out.
We might.
We didn't have 100,000 tons of stone over our heads there.
Also, point.
Also, point, but we did have 100,000 tons of stone beneath us that could have collapsed.
Whenever you're walking on the planet, Xeno, you always have 100,000 tons of stone beneath you.
Okay, we had a bridge underneath us.
And I could have blown
And then
it
a
up.
chasm.
Besides,
Wait, I'm not supporting Xeno in this at all.
Why? I'm trying to make a point here.
Yes! A point that is mistaken. That is wrong.
We fought one giant battle where we could have blown up the bridge and fallen to our deaths. We can fight another battle here, hopefully not, where
There
we
are
can have an
more
entire
chances
pyramid fall on top of us.
of having magic or something stop us from falling to our deaths. We have fewer things to keep things from falling on top of us.
I have a scroll of dimension door.
That is a good thing to have.
Sort of. It only works for about like 50, 100 feet at the most. So if we're touching, a retaining wall, I might be able to get us out. But I also think it might be line of sight. Let me review it. I'm not used to this spell. Although that would help us get up if we make it to the top level, with all the stairs.
Yeah, that's true.
Kind of a waste, but
We agree to try not to have this thing come crumbling down on us if we can avoid it.
I would rather not have it come crumbling down on us.
Cool.
Hmm.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Nope, I was wrong. It's 500 feet.
Oh, that's better. Better.
Well,
and plus, if we bring this thing down on us, if we manage to survive, we'll probably get kicked out of the continent real fast.
That's also very true.
how
Well,
are we-
I
They
mean,
know we
who
did
would
it.
know?
Yeah, but they'll want someone to blame for it.
Yeah,
We are the strangers here.
I'd blame us.
You know what? So would I.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time they found it, we'd probably be back in the capital or the old capital, and we'd be like, "We just got here. What are you talking about? I don't know anything about a giant pyramid that fell into the desert." Wait, what?
You don't know about something awful specific there, foreigner.
I definitely have no idea about the Tomb of Okanen that came mysteriously crumbling down. Wait a minute.
Or we do the
They know.
whole immediately contact what's his face and get yoinked out of here.
GTFO.
Do we have a way of contacting him?
No.
What we did.
Yeah.
I thought he said there was a way to do it, like right. we got the thing. Because otherwise, how are we supposed to get back on our continent?
This is all a test, isn't it?
Possibly?
All right. Well, I was always good at tests. Let's go kick some butt.
Okay.
Agreed.
Glad someone is.
Go kick some demon butt.
I was an exemplary student, I'll have you know.
I never went to school.
I went to school.
No comment.
I didn't say I did well because I didn't care.
Well,
I just said that I went.
Shall we?
Demon butt.
Yeah.
all right, let's get out of here. Or get into here. Ugh.
Continue on through.
Onward.
Ooh,
Forward.
I just realized something.
Yes.
What?
Well, if we have demons, my banishment spell will literally just send them back to hell.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but they can't come back.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
like
that's pretty rad.
but the way it works is if they're from here, they go home. Or no, if they're not from here, they go home. If they're from here, I send them away, and then they come back. I don't know what you did wrong, she says, pointing at Malia.
Well, I guess it could still just give us a buffer time to make our next move if we can get it away from us for a
Mm-hmm.
little bit.
Well, and that means if they're demons, they're probably undead, which Malia has.
Yay.
Yes.
So I can banish 3 times before it starts really taking it out of me.
All right, well, let's hold on to it as long as we can then.
Mhm.
Let's try to use blunt force trauma first, and then banish second.
Unless they're right next to each other. Then I can do it a lot
for
more
one?
time.
Double tap.
I can double tap.
Woo!
That's how I give you guys haste multiple times. It's just
Yay!
it's exhausting.
It is.
So let's try to avoid exhausting you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I guess let's try crushing and stabbing and shooting things first.
Does any
and mauling.
And yes, and mauling.
do you guys have any magical weapons? Like that you're not using?
Not
Oh, no.
anymore.
Okay.
I
Nope.
did, but it
I just have
ripped it
this.
in half.
Okay. If we
That's
find
right.
another one, can I use it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I've
Yeah.
got this, and she kind of wiggles her crossbow at you.
Ah. That's fair.
Yeah. I realized that during the thing with the ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
I mean-
wasn't fun.
That wasn't.
I mean,
What
do
are
you-
you used to using? Like, what can you use?
Probably use a staff or a knife.
I mean, I have a sword you can use. It's not magical, but it pokes things.
Like what kind of like a?
It's a short sword. I got 2.
Maybe later.
All right, if you want to poke things, just let me know.
I have a spare warhammer, a light crossbow, 2 hand axes, and a dagger.
Can
If
I
you
borrow
want
your
one.
dagger just in case?
Sure.
Okay, I think that's a little more my speed.
That's
she'll,
fair.
She'll strap it to her thigh. Okay.
Let's rock and roll.
Let's go.
All right. With that, you begin to.
I will dispel the glyph of warding
All right.
before anybody touches it.
It vanishes with a with a light, returning its energy to the celestial plane.
I may have to. We can either smash through the rocks that I warped to help cover up our like mold things, or was I just?
I thought you just made a door,
Yeah, you made a door.
Oh yeah, I did. That's right.
so we can just
Yeah.
go through it.
Forgot about that. You are correct. Forget I said
Click.
anything.
Open.
All right. There's a creak. As the door, well, there's a grinding sound as the door moves stone upon stone. And you find yourself again in the darkened corridor. The priest's embalming room across the hall from you. And that arcing diagonal corridor on your left. Do you continue down to the main room?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And what order are we in?
I like to be in the middle.
Middle?
I'll pull up the
Um,
rear.
I'll be in the front.
Okay. Farah will be in the middle as well. And Tia, where are you? Frontward?
Maybe second.
Second? Okay.
Yeah.
You find yourself again in the large chamber. The brackish water has settled after the 12 hours have passed, and once again there's a slight film over the entire expanse of water. The ground itself from the tidal wave has dried, and you find that your footfalls echo upward the full 100 feet to the top of this spiral room. The way south beckons you. Are you doing anything as you progress?
Once we leave the main room, I would like to start doing some looking for traps.
Okay.
Because I don't want any of us to get beheaded or lose our ankles.
Sounds good. All right, so go ahead and make me a perception roll.
Coming up. That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. The way ahead of you seems clear.
Yeah,
You're-
looks good.
all right. Do you continue?
I continue.
All right. Traipsing off a bit ahead, you come to the halfway mark. And you can see that the diagonal hallway that you're heading down turns at an angle into another room, just like the other ones. You cross the middle part of that hallway. I need a dexterity save.
Coming up. That is going to be a 19.
All right, tucking your heels in, you hear the sound of a bit of stone grinding under your feet, and then a sound of a blade scything through the air. You dive forward, and that middle passage, that middle point in the passage, suddenly becomes full of jagged metal. As an entire wave, like a guillotine, slices down.
Ugh.
Whoopsie.
The passageway is blocked now, 10 feet tall. The metal has embedded itself in the stone. It looks like it had fallen from high above.
Xeno, are you okay?
I'm good. Just didn't see it.
Make me a perception roll, Xeno.
Like that.
I need to retire this dice already tonight. Holy macaroni. That's going to be a 13.
13. All right. You smell lilac and jasmine on the air.
Is it like the other, like the storage room where we found the parchment?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of like that, but there's a note to it as well. There's something that reminds you. It reminds you of some brothels that you visited in the past. A heady, musky odor meant to disguise more carnal scents. You have
Sorry, go on.
You have a brief moment of and then as you glance up down on the other side of the hall, you see a little scrap of fabric trail around the corner, like the hem of a dress.
Like it goes, I see it go around the corner?
As if someone were turning the corner, yes, and only the trail of a dress were still in your sight.
Oh boy. I don't like.
All right. What is everyone else doing?
Well, we gotta get over this. Is it... You said it was jagged, right?
It was jagged on the bottom. The top of this is rather sharp, but it's only 10 feet tall. So there's a chance you might be able to jump it. So a high jump apparently is 5 feet per 5 feet of movement.
Okay.
So
I've got an option. How thick is it? It's just like a blade, so it's like a huge thick.
It is quite well. Are you gonna touch it? What are you gonna do?
I want to look at it.
Okay.
How
Give me
thick.
an investigation roll. And Mars, you're right at it as well. You can give me one too.
Sure.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, I should also, yeah, so, because I was second
21.
in the marching line.
21? All right.
So I'm right there as well.
And Amy, your mic volume is a tiny bit low.
Oh.
So
And I will also describe what I had just seen go around the corner, and I'm like, guys, I would like you over here.
I would like to be over there. Do you think I can jump it? Sure, should we climb? Or is it too sharp at the top to place our hands on?
How's that?
That's better.
Okay.
Do you reach up and do you jump up and try to touch it? Actually, you know what? From where you are with a 21, Xeno, you will tap on it, and there is a solid trung trung. You imagine that this is probably about 4 or 5 inches thick.
Okay, and it's just like the flat top of a blade or something? That's
It
thick enough?
tapers at the top like a blade, as sharp as any chef's knife.
Alright, so what I will do in that case then is what anybody would like to do to get over like barbed wire. And I will take my leather, like, I don't know, cloak off and put it over the top.
Okay.
And now it's not sharp.
We will see. We will see.
Maybe.
It might be really, really, really sharp.
Or magical.
In theory.
In theory.
Magical, that too.
All right. Who is going to try to climb over?
I wasn't going to try to climb over, but I was just going to double check how high the ceilings were in this corridor.
About 100
Oh,
feet.
still pretty high.
So I'm going to turn into a bird.
Okay.
You do that. Hey, Zeno, I'm gonna throw my rope over your cloak, because I was worried that the rope would catch and snag and tear on the top of that.
Okay, I'll pull you up.
Cool.
All right.
Or you'll just cut it in half.
All right. You pull,
Better the rope than me.
You pull her up. Mars, go ahead and just make me an athletics roll. Difficulty 12.
14 straight.
14. So you'll manage to pull yourself over, but as you do, you will see that the rope working from side to side as you find your footing has started to saw through the leather cape.
Uh-oh. Can I go faster?
Yeah, you'll be able to make it over, but the cloak has been basically the pressure of the rope moving across has almost cut the cloak in half.
Oh,
Could have
I
been
need to
my
get a new
hands.
cloak.
It's basically just a short cape now.
Didn't do anything anyways.
It'll be a capelet.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It just has my hood so I can do gloomy ranger things.
And like the shoulder part, yeah. Like
Yeah. The
that's
cold never
stylish,
bothered
didn't you
me
know?
No kids.
Okay.
Fabulous. Though usually you would want that in like a velvet or something.
So how does that help us?
Well, now we know it's sharp.
So this was like this was definitely like a trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that indicates that it has a reset play position, does it?
Go ahead and make me
'Cause
a perception roll to see if you can
I
see
am
something.
still bird.
Yeah,
or
go ahead.
bat, I guess, in this location.
Which are you, a bird or a bat?
This is
Use
dark,
your
right?
echo.
So I would have gone in with a bat or an yeah, I would have gone with bat.
Okay.
Use your echolocation.
Mars and Zeno, both of you can make me an investigation roll to investigate the trap to see if it looks like there's any type of release lever or...
Check my bat stats.
21.
21?
Yes.
17.
17? So the two of you take a nice look at it. You can see that along the gap between the bricks that this came down on, there does appear to be some type of cog mechanism that runs the entire length to the ceiling.
Weird.
I got nothing.
So you imagine there must be some type of internal pulley system that brings it back up.
Where would it be, you think? Or do you think it's further down the hall? Nah, it should be right here.
You'd think it'd be near the trap. I mean, we could also investigate around the corner where I saw Creepy Lady walk around there.
Alright, creepy lady.
Well, actually, no, I didn't see Creepy Lady. I saw Creepy Lady's dress.
Do you guys have a crowbar?
And she laughed. I don't have a crowbar, but I have a
No,
sword.
I don't think I do.
Mars does.
Of course
What are you
we
going to
would.
use with the crowbar?
I mean,
Pry
Hey,
it up. Theo will switch back to normal on the other side.
I could try, but this thing looks heavy. I'm not going to be able to lift it.
Can I assist the roll?
yes, you may. So with an assist roll, you'll be rolling a flat strength roll, the both of you.
Flat strength.
Yep. So basically, with a little bit of work, Mars, you can leverage a crowbar underneath, and both of you can use it as a hook to try to lift this massive blade.
Let's
I
see
got
what
a
my
14.
strength 0 does. 6.
6. You start to lift it, and it comes up about an inch, but you are having some serious trouble.
So, seeing that, I'll say, okay, Mars, just drop it. And once she drops it, I'm going to grab the crowbar and be like, Malia, heads up. Crowbar coming your way.
Well, how's she gonna hold it from the other? The crowbar is gonna clatter down next to Malia's feet.
Alright, I'll try it.
Oh, here. Bippity boppity, and she'll poke you in the nose. You have advantage on strength rolls for the next minute.
Alright.
Enhance ability.
Bippity boppity poke. It's a shame you weren't still a giant.
19.
19?
Yeah.
All right. With a great feat of strength, you're going to dig your heels into the ground, wedge the crowbar beneath, and start to lift it up, lifting it a full 2.5 feet off the ground. This thing is very heavy, and you're finding that you're fighting the internal mechanism that's trying to force it back down.
Do I have anything I can use to assist with this?
Are you going to be? Should I go?
Can I use
Yeah,
the
quick,
great sword
go.
I picked up
You
to
are.
help pry it lift it up?
You're a bird right now.
Oh, I switched back. I said on the other
Oh,
side.
did you switch back?
Can
Okay.
I see if there's anything I can
Zeno,
jam in with
what
one of my
did you
pittance into
trip?
the mechanism to hold it?
You can make me a disarm trap roll. So basically,
Sleight of hand.
it's sleight of hand.
Because I have great sword and I have strength, so
I don't know what I tripped.
That does a 29 sound.
That sounds great. I would use that greatsword if I were you.
yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
that's going to be a 19 to shove the great sword in and try and keep it
Okay.
open.
All right, so you'll assist Mars as she uses it to wedge it back in its place, grinding the gears up at about 2.5 feet. Malia, you feel the weight vanish from your crowbar. Well, it ease off.
Okay, I will let it down and see if it moves. Okay, athletics roll.
Athletics rolls, let's do it. Oh no.
Oh no, Farah!
Oh no!
Fuck.
All right, what'd you get,
Is
Malia?
our
20.
All right, so
Unnatural.
Malia, you tuck and roll, sliding under with the greatest of ease, barely avoiding, just like running your armor along the underside of that blade, but you don't.
no.
Farah winds up, and some of the dust, there must be sand or dust because she face plants right underneath it, looking
I
directly
thought
up
she'd
at-
already gone.
No, she hadn't
No.
gone yet.
She hadn't gone yet. She waited.
Oh, okay,
she-
because I told her to do it while I was holding it.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was just me having to come back. No.
No, she wait. She didn't. I didn't hear you say that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So the distance play is fun that way. So she'll roll under and just fall on her ass, basically staring straight up.
Pull her.
Okay. And as you pull her, you will hear the weight of the blade grind, and let's see if it is stronger than the greatsword.
Probably.
It drops an inch
Ugh.
Do we want me to do another strength check so
and
that I
then
don't like?
grinds horribly. You see the metal of the greatsword start to bend into the gears, permanently lodging it in place.
Ugh.
I'll leave that there then.
You could not remove it with a blowtorch.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there then.
Okay, sounds good.
Make it sound like there was some sort of control involved, even though there's not.
Okay.
All right. Well, now that we're past that, so funny story. When
Mhm.
I came over here, after that blade came down, firstly, it stinks in here, like a brothel. Secondly,
Yeah, you'd know.
I mean, yeah, I come from a rich family. It's one of the hobbies.
Stinks.
And
Alrighty.
secondly, just after the blade came down, there was a dress that went around the corner, followed by a bunch of giggling, and that's slightly terrifying. So, let's say we go investigate.
Uh,
I mean, we have to go that way anyway.
Demon hunting time.
knowing that there's a lot
No.
of demonic stuff, can I roll like religion or arcana or something to maybe have an idea of what those two things maybe connect with potentially?
I'm guessing ghosts.
You can roll me religion. Yeah, go ahead. Farah's going to take her action to cast Mage Armor.
Right. Well, that's 17 plus 5. 22?
22. Could be a couple of things. Ghosts, definitely. It could be. It could be... any
Undead
ti-
concubines.
it could be undead
necrodancers.
concubines, actually.
Ooh, spidery concubines.
Could be any form of demon. If it's wearing a dress and giggling, maybe a succubi.
Okay.
You did encounter a succubus in something that actually the scent is not. Actually, it's fairly similar to this.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
Do I remember how they fight?
You talked your way out of that one.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that was the one who was lonely.
Yeah. She was very pleasant, actually.
She was great. So before we actually get into like any kind of combat or something, can I do an action to summon something?
What would you like to summon?
I'm gonna summon a phase spider.
Oh God. Yes. Okay.
Because that's CR3, so I can summon one of them.
Okay.
Unlike my 8 flying snakes.
Okay. Be
Flying
sure.
snakes were badass.
I loved my flying snakes. They
Don't
were
knock
amazing.
so
flying
well.
snakes. Yeah.
Let's look up face spiders. I want to see what.
It is page 334 in the monster manual.
324.
334, and there's a great picture with it too.
I am just pulling it up to show the. Oh God! I touched it. There it is.
Down a little bit.
Well, I'm showing it to the
Can't see
audience first.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Oh, I don't want it.
Yeah.
We have to set this entire place on fire.
All
Yes.
right. Oh, it's a large
Yeah.
monstrosity, unaligned. You can summon monstrosities, not just beasts.
Oh shoot! Yeah, it is beasts. It is only beasts, so I can't summon that. But you know what I could
Clarify.
summon on the same thing?
Okay.
A polar bear.
Okay.
And I can summon 2 polar bears.
Ooh,
Nice.
fuzzy.
Yep.
All right. Are you going to do that instead?
I'm gonna do that instead. Yes.
What? So you can summon up to challenge rating 3.
Yes. I can summon 1 3, or 2 2s, or 3 1s, or
So technically, you should be able to summon a giant scorpion if you really wanted to.
I can. Yes, I can summon 1.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good. You also can't summon a killer whale, which would be an interesting choice for this area.
I have thought about that on so many occasions. Either that or a
Well,
great white shark.
If
The
we
shark is pretty
ever
badass.
need to have a corridor blocked,
That is a good point.
All right, there is a sudden flash of almost druidic natural primal energy, and then the corridor ahead of you is filled with 2 hulking, shaking white forms.
Behold my bears.
What's up?
We're still in like that
they're so much taller than
Yep.
me.
really narrow walkways, aren't we?
You
Yes.
are. Yep, you are right.
5-foot corridor, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
So they are ahead of you, blocking the way.
So
But-
they are literally meat shields.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Very large.
Mally's
Yeah.
gonna happily stay at the back.
That's
Those things
fair.
are much, much bigger than her.
All right. Do you continue forward?
Yes.
Do you send your bears forward?
Yes.
Okay. The
And
party
I will-
advances. Ooh, nope, that's not it. Nope. I'm gonna lock that in place. Oops.
5d10 plus 15 for the.
There we go. There's the map. All right. Moving down, you can see that there are 2 doors. Well, 2 open areas ahead of you. The bears shamble around a small circle of about 10 by 10. To the left, you see there's a room of some kind. To the right, the way that the dress went, is a 10-foot wide hallway that leads down to another chamber, but you can't see inside of it. Something is hung across the door at 20 feet up. A curtain of silk, swaying gently in the lack of breeze. It seems to entice you forward.
Sorry, so the top of the curtain is about 20 feet up and it goes the whole way to like the ground?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like it's strung across with something.
Interesting.
Which way do you go?
I'm gonna say, oh, why don't we? I mean, I saw the thing go that way, so Why don't we just follow that?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
I'm gonna send my bears.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna send bear 2.
Do you want to leave one here to
I'm gonna
stand
have
guard?
I'm gonna
behind
have
us?
bear 1 with us and bear 2 I'm gonna send forward.
All right. The first bear ambles forward. It pushes its way through the silken curtain.
Is this like having a canary in a gold mine?
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna check something real quick because I wasn't expecting bears. So
I love doing unexpected things sometimes.
just give me one sec. And that is
I've been pointedly not being a bear recently. Should be similar stats to the...
oh, there's something I'm just wondering about. How are you summoning those? With the spell, right?
Yes.
What spell is this? Is it just summon animal?
Yes.
Okay.
My only concern is if this is a succubus, does it have something that charms? And then can
Does
turn
it
it around
charm
at
bears?
us?
I am finding out if that
Sorry,
is.
it's conjure animals.
Okay, I was wondering. There is no summon. This is the problem with dealing with too many different editions of a game. Conjure. You never get used to it.
All of a sudden, the bear turns around and comes bursting back through the curtain at us.
Is it conjure woodland beings?
No, conjure animals.
Oh, there it is. The beast is considered fey.
Oh, it was the cave bear that's a variant of the
They
polar bear.
obey
That's what I
verbal
was thinking
commands
about.
that you issue. If you don't issue any commands, they defend themselves from hostile creatures.
Oh, the polar bears don't have dark sight. Dark vision.
Whoopsie.
Do you think? Did you maybe summon a cave bear instead? It's the same. It just, has dark vision.
Make me an intelligence roll,
I will
please.
do that thing.
Because I happen to believe that if you're born with dark vision, you probably take it for granted.
So that's gonna be an 8.
All right, so the polar bears groan and amble forward.
They do have advantage on all wisdom perception checks that rely on smell.
It plods forward, and you can hear and actually in the dark you can see its claws reach out and
Wait,
scratch through.
Are you gonna need your bear effect sound thing?
It's in the other room somewhere.
Darn it.
I love that thing.
My bear gun. Yeah, it's
Oh, you got your
it's in
bear gun.
Christine's room. So ambling ahead, you can hear it start to tear at some of the silks, and it will fall forward, tumbling into the room. All
Look,
of you,
I'm not that smart.
all of you will suddenly smell lilac.
Oh boy.
And elderberries.
Yeah,
We're all gonna die.
and lavender, and jasmine. And with that, let's see, who's in front? Zeno, you're in front, and who else is in front?
I was going to be second.
Yeah, it's Zeno and the other bear.
Cool. Oh,
And then
was I-
Tia.
I'll be right back. I left everything on my
Implication
shelf.
that Tia is the other bear. No.
Why do normal things when you can summon bears?
Right?
Why do normal things when you could turn into a bear?
I mean, that's fair.
I know, I'm jealous.
Mm-hmm. See, the giant scorpion at least has blind sight.
Yeah. The flying spiders did.
There we go.
I mean,
He
the
miscalculated.
the flying snakes, not flying spiders. That's horrifying.
Sorry
Why
about-
spiders? We have to burn everything down.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
So, boop, 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 boop. Sorry guys, just give me one sec. I gotta find what page I tagged. I'm using a different book this week.
That's fair.
Because I have really, really plumbed the depths of the monster manual. Okay, so you should be...
I feel like the hyena should be a higher CR than 0.
Nah, it's fine. Ooh, no, that's for next game. Ooh, corrupting ooze. We should do that sometime. That's weird. You should be right here.
Oh, it's one beast of challenge rating 2 or lower. I got my challenge rating mixed up. So I only have one bear,
Okay,
and
so,
it's the one that's going into the pit.
all right, so it ambles forward.
I said that was bear 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I rolled HP for both of them, and that was actually the lower one, which I'm kind of happy about.
Oh, you actually rolled for it? I usually
I
just take the standard.
Yeah, I actually rolled for it. Because dice rollers on Google are super fast.
Right? They're
There.
pretty great. All right. The way ahead of you. It stumbles forward. And you can smell a breeze blowing out of that room. The bear steps into the room and sniffs around. And then gently falls to its front knee
Oh boy.
and rolls over, groaning slightly as it seems to fall asleep. Your spell's still active.
Oh man.
I think your bear's defected.
Or defective.
That's what I meant to say.
Defected would also be bad. I don't want to fight a bear.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
Well, who is facing the room?
I am.
I am.
Cool. Can I get both of you to make me will saves?
Yes.
Sure.
There we go. That's
How
right.
is it 21 sound?
You are weirded out by this for sure. This
It's a
is
wisdom save, right?
yeah. This is
21. No,
Okay.
yeah, 21.
both of you are very there. It is. Sorry, it was in a third book.
Naturally.
Yeah. The room
Supernaturally.
the room ahead of you is creepy as hell, and you don't want to go in there. And I can do that to anything.
Big nope.
Mars and Malia as well. Give me wisdom saves because you're inside of my range. And Farah. Farah has a 21.
14.
14?
24.
24? Mars,
Hi.
you should probably go first.
Okay.
Do you
I'll
agree?
go first.
Hey,
If I see her coming up beside me, I will put my arm out to stop her.
Mars, what are you doing? We don't want to go in there. It's a bad
I
idea.
mean, we kind of need to go in there, but
Yeah.
I mean, we should go in there when we're ready to go in there, not when whatever it is that's in there wants us to come in there.
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with that room, Mars.
It seems perfectly fine.
Other than the fact that it's creepy as all hell.
And what happened with the bear?
Hmm.
If the bear wasn't in there, I could just throw a fireball in there. Of course, that might... Never mind. It's
What?
probably not a good idea.
Probably not a good idea until we can see what we're dealing with. Well,
So, what's my reaction to the room?
It's creepy. And as
Just
all of
creepy.
you are standing there, you are starting to start hearing the sound of laughter. But it's different than just... It's joyful laughter. Male and female, deep and lilting, echoing together, but not as a chorus, just as a room of revelers. You can smell wine on the air. You can smell the heady, yeasty aroma of beer. You can smell the musky aroma of pleasure. Mmm.
So, he wants to guess that maybe if his sons or kids or whatever were buried in there with him, that maybe his wives and
Daughters and concubines.
might have also been.
Probably. Well, shall we partake in the party?
What do I know, like, about this sort of thing? Like, this strikes me as a spell of some sort. It's causing an effect.
True. Once you identify it, you can try to force yourself to shake it off. You'll have to actually be experiencing it fully.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what? Actually, this is probably... As you're standing there watching, the torn silk is going to push itself aside, and you will see a tall, handsome man with long, flowing hair and deep brown skin. Well, you assume in the darkness it's definitely a charcoaly color. Lean around the corner and smile at you. He offers a hand to all of you, and on the left side of the door, a smaller, more curvaceous woman of slightly more than dwarven height, about 4'10", 4'11". A soft form with abundant curves and nothing on but a smile as well. Reaches down the hallway and beckons you closer. Come join us, they say to you in common. Come join us. Come join us, they say in unison.
Dispel magic?
Okay, we can do a dispel magic.
Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range, which is 120 feet. I think this is a magical effect of some sort.
Okay,
Go
go ahead.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
All right, go ahead and make me the roll.
Okay. Okay, so that's just spellcasting ability. Okay, that's fairly good. 22.
22. Okay.
But wisdom is my spellcasting ability. That's 5.
That's fair. All right, so let me tell you what happens here. So Malia holds up her symbol and calls down the light of Vela into this cursed place. And as you're looking at these people, more of them stand up and behind them and start shuffling toward the door, smiling and waving. A couple of them are still laying on the floor, intertwined, their limbs wrapping together like braided hair.
Disgusting.
6, 7 of them stand up. 8 of them. Malia raises her symbol, and these beautiful, naked or almost naked, wrapped in translucent silks, these Adonises, shift and begin to bloat, their skin rotting off of their frame.
Yeah.
Gross.
Or in some cases, the ones lying on the ground cavort with each other for a moment and then split down the middle, leaving nothing but a ragged maw where their bodies once were. And I'd like an initiative roll off of everybody, please.
That sounds fantastic.
Mike, you can roll for the bear.
Okay.
The bear will wake up at this point.
Okay, so the bear got a 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my initiative real quick. So,
Want to guess what I got?
oh damn. Okay.
4. I have a 4.
I will ask for it when I'm ready. Anybody get above 20?
Yes,
Okay.
Right.
Did you get above 24?
I got 24.
All right. What's your dex mod?
Dex mod is 4.
Okay. Then you and I will act on the exact same turn. Oh god.
Oh damn!
Oh god. Anybody get above 17? Okay.
I got 16.
Okay, and then Mars. Mally, what'd you get?
13.
Okay, and then it is Farah, Bear, and Tia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so Zeno,
Great.
as you
Yes.
see these creatures pile up around the door in front of you, they suddenly morph into a demonic form. And toward the center of the room, you are going to see a swirl of wind appear right above what you see as a blue stone jutting out of the ground, one of the arcane lodestones like in the other room. This creature is different, though. It's covered with a green gaseous fog, horns, and large bat-like wings as it hovers above the ground, shrieking. It points a finger at you, and let's start combat. All right, and we'll use this one this time. All right, Zeno, what is your action?
I am going to pull on to 3 thunderclap arrows,
Okay.
and I am going to loose them off. Let's say what looks like the big bat.
Okay, that sounds good. Give me 1 second before you roll.
Okay.
Boo, 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 on a 1 to 5. Okay, you have disadvantage on your attacks.
I have disadvantage on my attacks.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that
Oof.
sucks. Okay, so I'm gonna take the normal damage on this. So
You're just gonna roll straight up?
I'm gonna roll straight up. I'll have to reconfigure my dice roller thing because I don't actually have enough damage dice.
That's
here.
fair.
All right, so here we go. I'm rolling.
Okay.
All right, so I got. I have disadvantage. 16, 16, 15. I'm gonna have to go with this one. Okay, so that is 16,
That's a hit.
a 15,
That's a hit.
22.
That's a hit.
Fantastic. And like my default attack action was I'm gonna hunt this garbage guy.
Okay.
So okay, dice roller, let's go. And we have 44 damage.
44.
Wait, no, that's not right. That's not right. The wrong dice roller. This is the correct dice roller. We have 79.
79.
79, and then the thunderclap arrows. Where'd my thunderclap arrows bonuses go? Can you make me a 15 DC con save, please?
Does this affect anything beyond this creature?
Within 10 feet.
Okay. So that is 4 of them. Okay, what happens on a save?
Half as much.
Okay, so roll me damage.
Rolling you damage now. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 26 minus 13.
13 on half.
Yeah, that's 13 on half.
All right, so your thunderclap arrows are going to erupt through the room, and they are going to slam into this flying demon, catching it in the midsection, throat, and forehead, and are going to detonate, leaving a stinking cloud of smoke behind it. Apparently, the force of your thunderclap arrows completely destroys this being, and as well, 2 of the writhing maw creatures on the ground are going to erupt into nothing more than Icarus blood that splashes the walls.
Gross.
All right.
Ew.
All right, and I got... All right, so that went off at the same time. So as that thing is exploding, however, I need you to know your armor class.
16.
Okay. 16, that is... Nice. Nice.
Hit.
Yeah, basically a ghostly claw made of frost is going to lash out at you at the same time that you hit it with the arrows. So it is going to get a parting shot against you before it dies.
That's fair.
That's the joy of having a nat 20 on initiative, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are going to take 5 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
as well as 8 points of cold damage,
Okay.
as its claws rake into your chest. And with that, we are at their turns. All right, so quick question. The hall is 10 foot wide. Who is in the front? Zeno is in the front?
And Bear, and then Tia's right behind.
Well, Bear's in the room.
Yeah, Bear's in the room
Bear's in
because
the
there's
room.
only one now.
Oh,
Right.
there's
so
only
then-
one? Okay.
There's only one.
There was only one. That was Zeno made a mistake.
Okay.
So then it's Zeno and Mars, because Mars was moving forward, and then
Yeah.
Tia's
Oh, that's
like
true.
right
Yeah.
behind.
All right, so they are going to rush forward en masse. So they are going to rush all the way forward, coming at you with... Oh god, that's not great. Rushing forward with a horrible shrieking noise.
Ew.
Yeah.
And let's see. So, Mars, I have... it is a 15.
Nope.
All right. One of the creatures that is bloated and has its skin completely sloughing off of its flesh runs forward and slashes toward your face twice. Zeno, another one is going to rush toward you. This one, the first slash goes too low, but the second has an 18.
Ooh.
That's going to be 5 points of slashing damage as
Okay.
it rakes its blade across the side of your neck.
Ow.
And with that, the ones behind it are going to shriek, and one of them is going to, the meat's going to completely slough off the bone, and they're going to start charging you by rotating around the walls to reach you.
By rotating around the walls?
As in, their flesh melts off of their bones and starts congealing to the walls, moving at you like a living puddle of flesh.
Oh.
No
Gross.
thanks.
They are going to attack... Ooh, they're going to basically attack each of you one more time.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 15 and a 20 on Mars, and a 19 on Zeno.
The 20 hits.
Okay, you're going to take 3 points of slashing damage as one of them comes by, surges over you, and slashes into you. Would you like to do anything?
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge to take half the damage.
Okay, so that was, I said, how much did I say?
3.
3.
That turns into 1. Okay. So that's your reaction. Zeno, you're going to take 6 as one of them comes over you and slams an icy cold hand into the base of your neck.
Okay.
And then further down the hall... Okay, that was 4 of them. Okay, you guys are fleshy guys now.
Ew, fleshy guys.
You are a... Yeah, one of you. No. All right. So further down the hall, they're going to start crowding and... actually, they are going to rush on top of their friends and start climbing over, trying to reach you. The ceiling's so high that they can use each other almost as ladders. One of them is going to leap over Mars's head. You used your reaction, so you're not going to be able to get an attack of opportunity there. Zeno, you can do an attack of opportunity with disadvantage from your bow.
Done. Let's do it. That's gonna be a 20.
That's a hit.
All right.
Roll me
And
damage.
okay, and that's just a single shot.
Sounds good.
We are looking at say 11, 17.
All right, it runs and leaps over you. You plunge an arrow directly into its eye, and it collapses on top of you. And as soon as it does, you feel the weight of another one of them crawling over the corpse of its friend. And they are rushing. Malia, I have 2 swipes against you with a 21 and a 19.
They both hit.
Tia, I've got a 4, and I've got a 17.
17 does hit.
All right.
Okay,
Malia,
so
you're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning, and Tia, you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning. As they land on you and start striking you with both hands. Oh, sorry, Malia, I hit you twice, so that's actually going to be 5 more points of bludgeoning.
okay.
And with that, the Maw demons on the
No,
ground...
wait. Whoever hit me has to make a dex save.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen. I got a 4.
Yeah, you didn't beat my 17.
All right.
And I'm just going to use all my channel divinities. You take 16 lightning damage.
Okay.
Right
It slams its...
When I deal lightning damage to a larger, smaller creature, you can push up 10 feet away from you, so I do.
Okay. So what's going to happen
automatically.
is it leaps on top of you and slams into your face, and it starts to try to gouge into your eyes, but before it can, lightning is going to erupt out of your eye sockets, and it's going to just explode into motes of energy.
Nice.
All right. And with that, the Maw demons are going to rise off the ground ferally and attack your bear.
No, not the bear.
I realized I'd started to forget Wrath of the Storm, where I'd just been being hit from the distance so often I couldn't use it. Nothing was ever
Okay,
within
so
5
that
feet of me.
is
Yes!
3 hits against your bear.
Okay.
How many hit points does the bear have?
40.
Okay, so that is 13, 15. That is 18, 20. The bear got off pretty easily. The bear's going to lose 32 points of health. As these incredibly vicious little demons start to rampage all around this bear's form, which is going to wake it right the hell up. It's going to roar in the darkness, and it's Mars's turn.
So now it's between me and someone else.
So Mars, there is one that is leapt over you and is basically like on actually no, it was destroyed by Malia. There's one directly in front of you. There are several behind, and there is one that is kind of behind you and to the left on top of Tia.
I'm gonna go for that one.
Okay, go ahead and... All right, are you going to spend your bonus action to disengage from the one in front of you, or are you going to give it an attack of, an opportunity attack?
Oh, it's right in front of me?
It's right in front of you. I don't think...
I should probably attack that one, I think, then.
Okay. If you choose, you can do one attack, move, and then attack Tia's. So if you kill this one on one turn, you don't have to worry about it, but you will get
Somehow.
So, it's up to you.
Okay. Well, I would like to try that then. Let's give that a go.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, does she have advantage on it because there's another...
So she is within 5 feet of Xeno.
Yeah, so yes.
So yes, you have advantage on this, which you can add to your sneak. You can use sneak attack.
Sweet.
Do
Let's do
it.
that. I'm only
Kill it.
using one attack, not both of my daggers.
Okay.
Oh golly.
What'd you get?
24.
That is absolutely a hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
I rolled the damage for you. I will
Yay.
give you 5, 10,
Okay.
13, 14.
Oh. Okay. So 13.
14.
All right. Where are you hitting this thing?
So one went overhead. I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to kind of like clock it across in between its like,
Okay.
right in front of its ear through its eye.
Your
with my
blade is
dagger.
going to bisect the top of its head off. It hits the ground and spins like an empty bowl.
Ugh.
And it's going to fizzle into the ground. I just realized something that we've been doing wrong this entire time.
Okay.
So when you are within 5 feet of an ally, you don't get advantage, but you can sneak attack.
I can sneak attack.
So you get sneak attack. You don't need advantage if you're within 5 feet of an ally.
Okay.
It's not that you get advantage, it's that you don't need advantage to sneak attack, which is normally when you need it.
Yeah, right.
So that was my bad, but either way, you kill it.
Cool.
Okay, so that's yay.
So then am I then allowed to turn around and attack again?
Yes, you may.
Sweet. Okay, so
So this is your bonus action.
Kill it
bonus
with
action.
blades.
And this one would still be considered sneak attack because now it's between me and Tia,
Yes,
or
it would.
no?
So it is. You don't get advantage on this roll, but you get to use. Oh, you only get to use sneak attack once per turn though, and you used it destroying the other guy.
Okay, well, I'll still help out
Annihilated.
Tia.
Appreciated.
Yeah, does a 18 hit?
It absolutely does.
And then 7.
7 points of damage. All
Yeah.
right, turning, you are going to embed your dagger in the back of this creature that is slamming its fist down into Tia.
Yeah.
Malia, it's your turn.
Okay,
Back of the brain.
how many are there?
You can see 4 directly in front of you, 2 that are clinging to the walls, 1 that is kind of looming between you and Mars.
Okay.
There are 3 inside of the room attacking the bear, but in this hallway, the one on top of Tia that just got stabbed, the
Okay.
one directly in front of Zeno, and the one that is kind of in the wall above Zeno and Tia.
Okay, so I am going to throw my Dwarven Thrower at probably the one that's right in front of me, basically, because it's
Okay.
closest. And I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a 3rd level at one of the ones in the hallway.
Okay? So go ahead and make me the roll for both of those.
Okay, so on the Dwarven Thrower, that is 26.
Okay, 26.
And what?
26. That's a
Yeah.
definitely hit.
And on the Spiritual Weapon, that is 28.
Those are 2 definite hits.
Okay. And for damage,
I would be concerned if they weren't.
okay, I actually managed to roll full on the spiritual, so that's 16 plus 5, so 21
Okay.
damage.
Your spiritual weapon is a hammer as well.
Yes.
All
I
right.
form it basically into a duplicate of my hammer. It's just glowy and spiritual.
The 2 flesh monsters that are clinging to the walls that you seem to remember what they're called, lemures? Lemures? You remember it from your training days. It doesn't really matter though, because once your hammer is done once your spiritual weapon is done, it's nothing more than a dent in the wall dripping ichor.
And 19 damage on my Dwarven Thrower.
You repeat the process with your Dwarven Thrower. Smashing
That was
it into
worth it spending a 3rd level spell slot.
Yeah, these things are pretty vicious, but only if they swarm you. You guys are doing really good at not getting swarmed.
Yay!
With that, Farah,
If we did, I would be breaking out Gust of Wind.
Fair.
Farah is going to lick her finger, run it down one of her crossbow bolts, and fire it into the one in front of her. And spend her inspiration, and
Farah's so cool.
that's gonna miss.
Even with an inspiration?
Yeah, because I rolled a 5 originally, and then I re-rolled a 1.
Oh!
Oh crap.
Yikes.
Yeah. So she's gonna do that. The bolt is going to glow with magical energy for a moment, and is going to fire into the room with the bears, or the bear, and shit.
Did it hit the bear?
It did not hit the bear. No, because I took the 5. The bear is going to wake up. There are 3 maw demons atop of it. What does it do?
It's going to attack.
Okay. Remember that it can split its attacks.
Yeah, it's gonna do. So it has 2 things. It has 3 things attacking you. You said, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's gonna bite one, claw the other.
Okay. Bite 1, claw 1.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the bite. That's not a very good one. That is a 14.
14 is a hit.
Cool. And the claw is gonna be 24.
24.
Yes.
Those are definite hits. Go ahead and roll me damage.
All right. So the bite is gonna be that is an 11 on the bite,
Okay.
and the claws are gonna be that's 11. Actually.
11. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, do polar bears have blind sight or anything like
Nope.
that?
No.
They have proficiency on
Smell.
smell.
Wisdom checks that rely on
So-
smell.
It would have to be a
So they'd be rolling with
disadvantage
disadvantage on these.
All right. Let's do it again. All right. So the disadvantage on the bite. That was the first one was what 14.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's gonna be lower than the roll that I just had.
Okay. What is it?
This one is gonna be a 16.
Okay. So 16 is fine. And what was the other one?
Claws are gonna be. Okay, this is the one we're gonna take. This is gonna be a 15.
Okay. Those are both still hits. Good.
Okay, cool.
And what was the damage on the claws?
11 for both.
It was 11 for both. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to bite into the side of one of these maw demons and claw the other, but those demons are still up. Tia, you're up. What do you do?
So which one is closest to me?
There is one that's right on top of you. Mars just stabbed it in the back. Besides that, there is only one other demon in this hallway. So
Right.
there are 2 demons in the hallway and 3 in the room.
So I should probably deal with the one that's on top of me.
Probably.
I was gonna cast Blight on it. If they're not constructs or undead, are they?
It's hard to tell.
I can tell.
We haven't
Try
rolled.
anyway.
I
This
mean,
is true. We haven't checked.
It looks like a melty creature. You can make me an intelligence roll. Okay.
Sure, let's give that a shot first.
Okay.
It's gonna be I think it's 17.
Cool. So just remember that in the
Yeah, 17.
heat of combat, that's going to count as your bonus action.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
They don't look. You don't think they're undead? They're probably demons.
Cool. In that case, yes, I'm gonna cast Blight.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's 8d8, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
I don't think you do, but okay. Oh, it passed.
Oh, did it? 15?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
20.
Oof. Yeah.
Damn.
So it's gonna take half damage. Let me just calculate that
Of
real
8d8.
quick
I
here.
think you're okay.
Well,
Unless they all roll ones.
20 damage.
All right. So Blight, the one on top of you that is hammering down into you, is going to shriek just in the most horrific voice you've ever heard in your life, and is going to dissolve into clumps of flesh and start like burning away like hot coals.
At least it's not gonna be super gooey.
It is
This
not.
helps.
All right. Do you have any other actions?
Nope, because I used my bonus action to figure out what the fuck these things were, and then I did the thing, and then
Okay.
I'm happy where I am. Otherwise,
Okay, so I do not have to be visible for that. That's great.
I don't like the way that sounds.
nope.
So, Mars, can you make me a wisdom saving throw?
No.
Try.
Oh, 18.
Okay. For a moment, you're going to see a strange creature loom out of the shadows.
Ah,
It leans across the doorframe, and it looks like a ghoul-like demon with blue-black skin covered in bulging red veins that glow like embers. It has
Ew.
long white hair like you and horns like you.
ah,
And for just a moment, it starts to look like your face.
not
and-
today, Steph.
Yep, it's about 20 feet in front of you, but you're gonna
Okay.
shake it off, and then it's going to be gone. Okay, and now we are at the top of the new round. There are only 4 demons left, and whatever Mars just saw. Zeno, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna.
There's the one directly ahead of you,
Okay.
and that's the only one that's here,
Okay, and then there's 3 more in the room.
fighting your bear.
Okay, how directly ahead of me are we talking here?
There's one that's right in your face.
Okay, I would like to take a step. I would like to move backwards a little bit.
Okay, now,
Um,
unless you spend your bonus action, or do you spend move to disengage or a bonus action?
I don't need to disengage. I ignore the attacks of opportunity.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, that's one of my feats.
Oh, is it?
It's in one of my feats.
Oh, which one? It's not an elven accuracy.
No, it isn't. It's in another one.
Gross. Oh, was that the one you just took?
Land Stride, I think.
Isn't that one of your features?
Yeah, it's one of my feats. It's but yeah, basically, it makes it attacks of opportunity don't affect.
Don't get provoked.
Yeah.
So
don't get that.
Landstride is one of your class features.
Yeah. So maybe it's in like Gloomstalker thing, but I know
Sure.
we've used it a ton.
Okay. So, what do? You take a 5-foot step back.
Yeah, because I don't want it directly in my face, and then I'm going to shoot into the ones that are actually in the ring.
Okay, sounds good. You can roll. You can roll straight up against them.
Okay. Sounds good. This is gonna be one each.
Well, you only get 2 attacks per round after the first round. Remember?
Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot 1 to 1. One
Okay.
arrow to one to the other.
Okay. There are 3 in the room, though.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot. I don't know. The two that are mauling the bear.
Okay. Well, they're all mauling the bear, but are you gonna
Okay.
shoot the ones the bear mauled?
Yes, I'm gonna shoot the ones the bear maul.
Okay.
Let's
Finish
go
them
with that. All right. So does a 14 hit?
A 14 hits.
Cool.
Wait, hold on. Nope, I lied to you. Wait. No, I didn't lie to you. Yeah, 14 hits.
14 hits. Okay, so that means
It was the
that.
other thing that. All right.
So that means that a 26 is gonna hit as well.
Strangely, no, but yes.
Okay, so let me just apply my bonus damage here. 6. Okay, so number 1 is gonna take 16,
Okay.
and number 2 is gonna take 13.
Okay, so 16. That is going to be. Nope, that's not the way math works.
If it means they're all dead, then yes, that's the way math.
All right, your arrows are going to find purchase inside of their cavernous mouths,
Gotcha.
and they are going to keep chomping through the arrows.
Oh!
The one that has not been struck is going to scream and charge down the hallway at you.
That is a fair reaction.
It leaps to the air, coming down on you with a natural 20.
Oh man, dude, that sucks. So I think it hits.
I think so. It could be worse, though. It does 8 points of piercing damage as it wraps around your left arm and strips the flesh off of it.
Gross. Okay.
It hits the ground. The other 2 are enjoying their meal too much and are going to
bear.
continue. Those are 2 hits on the bear, I'm pretty sure.
That's not a concentration spell, is it?
It is a concentration spell.
Okay, I need you to
You
make me a
need to-
Constitution save, please.
It's either.
Or is
I
it
think
Wisdom
it's-
save?
It's.
It's casting spell, right? Or a
Yeah.
casting save?
I think
Yeah.
I'm.
It's
I-
10 or half the damage taken, whichever is.
Higher.
I think. Let me just pull it up again. Got it. Half. Okay, if Constitution saving throw, it's at half equals 10 or half the damage you take, whichever number is higher.
Okay, so what'd you get?
15.
So it's fine then,
Okay.
because the damage you took was like 8, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would have been 4 versus 10, so 10 and then 15. What?
Isn't it 10 plus the damage you take?
No. No, its DC is equal to 10 or half the damage you take,
Oh, okay.
whichever's higher. It's just that if you take damage from multiple sources, you have to do the roll separately for each one.
All right. Sounds good. There we go.
Because it would really suck if you lost the bear right now.
I think he's lost the bear right now anyway, because it takes
I-
6.
yeah.
It's going to take a total of 6... 19 points of damage.
Oh, the bear's gone.
They rip
Bye,
the bear
bear.
apart and are going to scream in absolute anger as their meal vanishes back to the Fey realm. And they're going to shoot you a look like, what? All right,
How
so
could you do this to us, Zeno?
Zeno, the one directly in front of you, is
Hit me.
going to strike out at you with an 18 and a 13.
1 hit.
All right, you're going to take another 5 points of damage as it slams its fist into the side of your face.
Ow.
You feel One of your teeth go a little loose as it slams into your jaw, and you feel a spurt of blood inside your mouth.
Ouch.
And Mars, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to run up and attack it again.
Attack what?
Wasn't there still one that was up?
There's one right next to Xeno to your right behind you.
Mm-hmm. So I'm imagining wait. Xeno's ahead of me. Tio's
You
behind me,
pivoted
so
behind and to stab, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. And then when I looked back towards that direction is where I saw the thing, right? So I turned around and
Yes,
saw
and then
it?
it vanished.
Okay. And
So
then
like in the corridor we came from?
No, in the corridor you were going to.
Yeah, ahead of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure I was looking in the right direction.
Yes.
But yeah, so the one that is now preoccupied with Xeno, I want to run up and stabby stab.
Yay.
And
Nice.
this one, I'll try doing both attacks. Ooh, I think one's a hit at like 20. The other one, though,
20 is an absolute hit.
yeah. 12.
12 is going to be a hit. On the one that's
Cool.
fighting Mike, it's absolutely, or on Xeno, it's going to be an absolute hit.
All right. Cool.
An unqualified success.
Now that this is a new turn, I also got my sneak attack again.
Yes, you did.
Hmm.
12.
Time to do a sneak.
6. 12. 16. 20. 1. 5. 28.
So, and I realized before, because we have so many figures and we're not using a map, Winter, before you choose where Mars's damage goes, just a
Yeah.
reminder, there is one of those flesh creatures kind of half up the wall slamming on Xeno, but there's also one of those maw creatures that jumped up and bit him as well to one side. Which of the two creatures are you aiming at?
The one that bit him.
Okay.
So it's 28.
28 points of damage. All right. And you're adding your magic damage as well, right? The +2/+2?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 28 points of damage. You pivot around, jamming both of your blades into this thing, and you rip it almost in half. It's still clinging on to this mortal realm, but the amount of damage you did to this thing is staggering. The next blow will likely finish it off. Malia.
How many are left?
There's one directly on top of Xeno on like half up the wall. There's one that Mars just skewered, one of these maw demons. And there are two more maw demons that just eviscerated the bear inside of the room.
Okay.
Those are the only figures you can see.
So the ones that it was Mars and Xeno dealing with
Yes.
look injured.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. How far away from me are the two in the room?
They are about 30 feet unless you move forward.
Okay. Can I move forward without provoking?
You will provoke if you move through the Maw Demon square. Well, you'll be
Okay.
moving through Mars's square.
Okay, I'll just attack the ones that are in the hallway with us then.
Okay.
So that is 20
Hit.
to the Dwarven Thrower and well over 20 for the spiritual weapon.
Okay, go ahead and roll me damage. And
So
spiritual
I-
weapon.
But
Which one is attacking which?
doesn't matter to me.
But just
Spiritual weapon will attack the farthest one.
they're right
Okay.
next to each other.
Oh, okay.
One's part up the wall, flesh monster on
Sure.
the wall, or the Maw Demon.
Flesh monster on the wall.
Okay, basically.
Okay. I just didn't know what the difference was. It's like, I don't really care. They'll do basically the same damage for the most part. So the spiritual weapon will just kind of float over, and Malia will just wind up and fling the hammer, like
Okay.
in a nice little circle. Do a little fling to get some momentum going.
All right.
So the spiritual weapon does 17 damage.
All right. The spiritual weapon is going to make another dent in the wall, exploding the last one of the wall clingers.
Okay. And then the Dwarven Thrower will do 22 damage.
All right. So,
7 of which is lightning damage.
Mars, you stab into this living mouth's back, ripping it almost in half, and then duck out of the way as you hear the whoosh of a Dwarven Thrower spin around behind you, fly over your head and through the creature, ripping it the rest of the way where you'd started. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
All right, so
Really?
both of those are dead. Farah is going to swear under her breath, spend another sorcery point, and fire one of the Maw Demons in the room. About damn time. That is going to be 7 points of damage on that Maw Demon. Oh, cool! One of them is going to... The one on the bear's left is going to erupt in an explosion of light, leaving nothing behind but chunky bits clinging to the walls.
Ew.
There is one Maw Demon still on its feet directly in front of you, Tia. It is
Yeah.
in the room. It's the only thing left.
Sure, I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did before.
Okay. Run up and
Yeah.
blight it.
Well, Blight's at 30 feet, so...
Oh, is it at 30 feet? So you'll move up like the 10 feet to reach it, and then...
Yeah. I need Constitution saving throw.
That was a fail.
Cool. It's gonna take... 16... It's 24... That's 30... 37? I think?
All
Points
right.
of necrotic damage?
You are going to watch it as it screams, and then it's going to start rotting from inside. And as it screams, the last sound you'll hear are its rows and rows of shark-like teeth falling on the ground like dominoes, which
Ew.
eventually evaporate into nothing as well. The room appears clear. There's nothing else here. Tia, make me a wisdom save.
Sure. Let me just get this stack of d8s out of my tray. Wisdom save. That's gonna be a 15.
Yep, yeah, it is. All right. Damn it. Okay. Directly ahead of you, you're going to see something that kind of looks like Mars. The white hair, the horns peek out over top of that blue lodestone, lock eyes with you, and its eyes are going to glow bright yellow for a moment. You're going to feel slightly fuzzy for a moment, but then avert your gaze. And it's going to try to hide.
I will warn that there is something else here.
Yep, it docks behind the rock.
Okay, cool.
Zeno, you're up. What do you do?
Okay, so there's no more little demon guys?
Tia just said there's one more behind the lodestone.
There's one more behind the
there's one more
lodestone.
something.
Okay, but there's no more like the...
No.
Okay.
Everything else is clear.
And
No,
I can't see the one behind the lodestone?
It has full concealment.
So, yes, you cannot see it.
I guess I'm gonna start trying to move forward then.
All right. Are you going to run into the room?
I'm not gonna run into the room, but I am going to move into the room. I'd like to like move, I mean, not stealthily because it knows that we're here, obviously, but I'd like to move like kind of with my bow drawn, you know, kind of inching around to see if I could see it.
So you would have to... You don't have enough movement to do that.
Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna move as far forward as I can then.
Okay, so you can round
If
the
I-
corner and make room for everybody, keeping your bow ready.
Okay, and I still can't see it?
Would you like to move to the range just around the corner and hold your action to shoot it once if it comes out?
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, so save a reaction.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Mars, you're up. What do you do? Mars, I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. So how many spaces can I move forward towards the room?
If
and
you
into
spend
the
your
room?
bonus action to dash, you can move the full distance to the stone.
Okay, because I would also like to use my supreme sneak as a thief.
All right, so
So
that allows
I-
you to sneak while moving at full speed, right?
Starting at 9th level, you have advantage on dexterity stealth check if you move no more than half of your speed on the same turn.
So you're moving double your speed on this turn, though.
So I was just wondering how much I could move if I can get into the room enough to hide myself.
So you are about 20 feet away from the room right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that is slightly more than half your speed.
Okay, so that's not gonna work then. So yeah, then I'll just go up to the stone and be like ready to like. Ah!
Sure, you can actually run up and try to attack if it's behind there.
Can I try?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Then yeah.
All right, rushing up beside, you can see this twisted shape behind it. That looks like that, or that.
Oh, great.
Oh, cool.
Crouched down on the ground, this small, well, this is actually about human-sized creature snarls up at you with surprise, and go ahead and make me your attack. You used your bonus action to dash to reach it, so you will have to just use the one single dagger.
And there's no sneak or anything because I kind of made myself apparent.
Nope, yep, no sneak.
How is a 17 to hit?
A 17 to hit is a hit.
Cool. And then 3 plus my dexterity. 7, 9.
9, all right. And that's with the bonus 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 9 points of damage. All right, rushing forward, you're going to slash across its body, and it's going to shriek in the voice of a small child.
Disturbing.
I just want to hiss at it.
It's at it. Oh my
All
god.
right, Malia, you're up. What do you do?
Can I try and identify this?
It's still obscured by the podium.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So
can't
did
see
you
it
see
yet.
it last round? You didn't,
I
right?
don't know.
I don't believe you did. I think that.
I think it's just me and Tia saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's super stealthy.
I wasn't sure because I don't know that were we rolling for it? Like, I don't remember being asked to roll.
You didn't see it if it didn't engage directly with you.
Okay,
Mhm.
cool. Well, I kind of hear that childlike cry, and that's kind of freaky.
Mhm.
But then you also
Um,
hear me hiss at it.
Have the others moved into the room?
Xeno is just inside of the door as far as you can see, and
Okay.
Mars has kind of leapt over the lodestone and started slashing at something.
Okay, I'm gonna move into the room and try and go around, so
Okay.
maybe I can see it.
You'll have to take a double move to do that.
Okay.
So you will be able to, if you take a double move and forego your action, you
Sure.
can basically be at the top of this first bedroll on the screen. And you can get a partial vision of this strange creature with
Mhm.
blackened skin and long flowing white hair.
Okay.
All right, Farah is going to do the same. Basically, he's going to rush up next to you and be right behind you. Tia, you're up.
I'm gonna just move into the room. I'm not gonna double move or anything. I'm just gonna move to
Okay.
the entrance.
All right.
Kind of, just look behind us and make sure nothing's following us in.
Okay. Sounds good. I am going to see if this recharges. It does not. Damn it.
Sounds good for us.
Mars, the creature on the ground, snarls and suddenly lashes toward you, shifting into a tiger.
Oh,
Okay.
It is going to take 2 swipes at you.
Okay.
That is a 17 and a 21.
Those can both hit.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 points of slashing damage on the first one,
10.
10.
Okay.
And so it slashes toward you and then lunges forward for a bite.
Okay.
The bite is going to deal... Holy crap. That is... it could be worse. 17 points of piercing damage as it bites into your midsection.
Can I use my uncanny dodge to half one of those totals?
Yes. So that 17 becomes 8.
8 and then plus the 10.
Yeah.
So
uncanny.
18.
Always use uncanny dodge.
Getting better, guys.
All right. How often can I use that? I need all of you who can see it right now. Zeno, it would have popped out of cover. Make your reaction.
Okay.
Mars, are you using your reaction? Your Hellish Rebuke?
I thought
That
she
is-
already used it for.
I haven't used it yet today.
She hasn't used it today.
Oh.
So
Oh, because I
base-
thought are we on a new round? Because you just use uncanny dodge. As a
Oh, you're
reaction.
right. You're right. That
Yeah,
is, so you
yeah,
used your reaction.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's listed under Tiefling. Mars, I saw your message.
Yeah, I
And
was
then-
looking in my book and it was not there.
Under the Tiefling bits.
Mm-mm.
Is it?
I'll
We've
take
been-
another look, but because I wanted to know exactly what to tell you for doing a dexterity save,
So,
save? but it was
It's-
not in my PHB.
so it's under Infernal Legacy.
Okay, I'll take a look and I'll let you know.
Charisma is your spellcasting ability for this.
Yeah, because I just wanted to know exactly what I would tell you for doing a dex save, because I know that right now I can
I think
use
it's
3
8 plus your
D10.
proficiency plus your charisma.
Okay.
And that's the difficulty for Hellish Rebuke. Mike, what did Zeno get?
A 28 to hit.
Yeah, that probably hit. Roll me damage.
Damage is 16.
16. Your arrow notches solidly into the beast's side, and it's going to roar in pain. Let's see. So that was the Keisha's turn. All right, Zeno, you are up again.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot it twice more.
And that was a normal arrow, you said, right?
Yes, it was.
All right.
And so this one I was gonna do. Let's go silver arrows.
Okay.
Spice things up a little bit.
Sure, that sounds good.
Wow. Okay. One is a 22,
Okay, that's a hit.
and one's a nat 1.
Okay.
So that's a thing that just happened.
Okay. And I'm just going to see how bad that is for you. It's not great.
And so that ends up being 11 damage because I rolled very poorly on damage as well.
All right. Another arrow lodges into the beast's flank as you fire back. The other one, though, you fire, and you draw back too hard on this one, trying to rapid fire, and your arrow actually lodges into the haft of your bow.
Oh boy!
You're going to have to spend a move action. You're going to have to spend your movement from this round, your bonus action. Actually, you're going to have to spend your bonus action dislodging it.
Okay, I will do the thing.
So it could be worse. All right, down the initiative, Mars. There is a tiger on top of you. What do you do?
Can there not be a tiger? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, depending on how you roll, yeah.
Okay. Well, I want. So, did it knock me to the floor?
No, it slashed at you, and then you
I'm sorry.
dodged out of the way.
I'm going to flash back.
Do it.
Yeah, do it. A 20 and a 14.
20 and a 14 are both hits.
Nice. So then that's gonna be 3, 5, 7, 9, and plus 4, 13.
13 points of damage. All right, slashing into its flank. You're going to be slashing into the chest of this beast, like just kind of carving into the meat of its chest. You're going to be dealing a significant amount of damage, and it is definitely bloody chunks of cold meat atop of you. The blood that pumps down is refrigerator cold.
Ooh.
Ugh, that's
Malia,
gross.
you're up. You can see the creature in front of you.
Okay. Well, it's obviously very hostile, so I'm gonna fling both hammers at it.
All right, go ahead and make me 2 attack rolls.
A huge handful of dice.
Yay!
Wreck it.
Okay, so that is a 24 and a 23.
2 hits, roll me damage.
Okay,
You might have this.
those ones. Okay, so that's,
If only they'd both been nat 20s.
I did find the thing with Hellish Rebuke. It was just
I
like
mean,
the
that would be
smallest
nice,
amount.
but
Right.
okay. 17 on the spiritual weapon,
All right.
and 28 on the dwarven thrower, 8 of which was lightning damage.
How do you want to do this?
I think what would happen would be she'd send the spiritual weapon in while she does her wind up and fling of the dwarven hammer. So I think
Hammer
it's another
throw.
twirl and just.
Nice!
Yeah.
Where does it hit it? How does it die?
I'm gonna. She's gonna aim to do like maximum coverage of damage. So the spiritual weapon's gonna aim for like the head area, and then the dwarven throw is gonna go for the stomach area.
Like full center mass.
All right.
Yeah.
The two hammers meet together like a thunderclap, like two hands slapping together after a tremendous battle. There's a squelching noise as all of this thing's wet parts escape it.
Ugh!
Ugh.
And as it falls to the ground, it's going to scream as a tiger's mouth, and you are going to watch its mouth open in entirety. Its mouth opening so wide that it circles its own head, revealing a mouth beneath it that screams as well, parting like an orange that's been split. It screams 3 times, each face ripping away as it does until there's only a dissolving skull that itself vanishes into motes of hellish fire.
Holy crap.
I want to roll to find out what the hell that was,
Go ahead, make me a religion roll.
because that'd be freaky.
Demons are too dramatic when they die.
Yeah, holy crap.
20 unnatural.
That was a pishka. Pardon me, a pishicha. Pishicha.
Okay.
It's a demon. It's from some of the eastern lands. They're created when the souls of the greedy and lustful are deemed too wicked to be reincarnated by the gods.
Wow.
Unable to redeem themselves, they are cursed to remain on the material plane to feed on the living.
Damn.
So you have to be one heck of a greedy or lustful person probably to not get reincarnated.
What these things generally do is they function in similar ways to ghouls or all ghouls do in The Witcher. So you've come across them, I'm sure, but basically they're graveyard dwellers who
Yeah.
shapeshift and possess people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually more successfully than this. All right. As the room will suddenly smell stale. The scent of incense vanishes, and the room that you're in is full of moldering pillows and silks. The scent of jasmine fades from your nostrils. In the center of the room is another lodestone, smeared with dried blood as well. The bodies throughout the room are slowly just burning away to nothing, but they're not igniting anything nearby. This room is very soft. The padding is several layers deep, not enough to make you lose your footing, but given the old, musty smell of the room, this looks like a harem chamber. The walls are decorated and hung with rugs and other tapestries. What do you do?
I want to go digging through all the stuff and see if there's anything cool.
Okay. You can make
And
me-
I was gonna go straight up to the lodestone and just,
You're going to bleed on it? I mean, you're already bleeding, so
I'm
it's pretty-
already bleeding, so
All right. You can make me an investigation roll, Malia.
Tia's gonna keep watching to make sure there's nothing following us after that kerfuffle. Unless something draws her attention in the room
19.
specifically.
There's not much in this room. What you will find is a full set of silver drinkware,
Mm-hmm.
silver goblets, and a gemmed silver decanter are near the side of the room. The wine inside has long since dissolved, and there's just a film around the edge. But this is a nice drinkware set. All in all, there are 10 cups and 1 decanter. Do you take it?
Do they look magical?
You don't think so. But they're looks like pure silver.
All right. Yeah, I'll
I
take
mean,
them.
we could just dump it into the bag of holding if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can put 10-piece silver drinkware and decanter in the the bag of holding. You think
Awesome.
it's probably worth at least 100 gold, if not more.
Nice. Mike, did you have that list?
Yes, I just put it in.
Cool, thank you.
Can I look around the room for any other sort of like secret compartments, sorry, and find anything that might be hidden?
You can make me an investigation roll, yeah.
16.
16?
Yeah.
You don't think there's any hidden areas inside of here, but you go around kicking some of the bedding out of the way to make sure there's no trapdoors or anything like that. As you do, you hear Zeno drip blood on top of the lodestone, and then you'll hear
And is that like back from where we came, or below or above?
all around you, actually. The lodestone in front of you glows with a blue light, and you can hear echoed where you think it's the other two that you activated, and then the sound of immense grinding stone. As that happens, you kick over one of the bits of bedding, and you'll see lying on the ground an amulet. It's one of those.
Shiny.
It's the same medallion that you found on that nobleman. A medallion with Nern's symbol on it. This is on a length of leather that's been ripped.
And it's exactly the same. There's no difference.
No difference at all. Looks like it might have even been minted by the same forge.
Huh.
Or jeweler.
Interesting. Keepsies.
Which nobleman are we talking about?
The one
No.
that you found in the pool.
Corpse water.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay,
corpse
then.
water
Cool,
boy.
cool.
Corpse Water Dan.
The super
Corpse
dead
water
one.
Dan.
Water Dan.
All right. What do you do now?
Well, shall we head back to the main chamber and see what that noise was?
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if we want to check down that other room, but
I guess on our way back we might as well
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
make sure we
if
clear
there's
everything
anything.
behind us.
mhm.
All right, let's go.
All right. Heading down the hallway, you find yourself very quickly in a wide room. This room appears to have been a cross between a guard post and a kitchen. A basin and preparation area takes up the southern wall, while weapon racks that have been forgotten to time and chairs take up the northern. A side room branches along the northern wall. There's also a table that's fallen down on 2 rotten legs, and you can see what looks like an old leather book laying in the rotten wood on the ground.
I guess I'll go take a look
Investigation
at it.
roll.
Sure, make me an investigation roll.
I do so.
Do investigation. Where are you? You're there. You're a 24.
7.
All right. So, what are you looking at specifically? The book or around the room?
Around the room.
All right.
Tia's picking up the book.
Is there anything that fell out of the weapon racks, or basically, is there anything that looks like you could poke or stab something?
Actually, as you check around the weapon racks, you can see that there is a very interesting weapon there.
Ooh, okay.
It doesn't look like it's magical, but it's silvered. It's a tulwar.
Tulwar?
A tulwar. Sort of like an extra large scimitar.
Ooh.
All right, sounds good. Silvered tulwar.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Cool.
Got it.
All right. Tia, you pick up the book. Because that's what you were aiming at, if I'm not mistaken.
It was. I rolled a 7 to investigate.
It looks like a journal. It's very, very old. As you open it up, it looks like a personal diary. It's a lot of mundane activities, but can you make me a make me an
What's
insight?
it written in? Is
Common.
it common?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
It's
Insight, you
archaic,
said?
but you can suss it out. Do you start at the beginning or do you skip to the end?
She'll look at the beginning at first, and then she'll skip to the end. Yep,
These are
you
the
said
days
in-
of Ayet. Lo, it has been a blessed day, for I have been chosen for this post by the Lord King. In my humility, I shall guide and protect all that come to bring him eternal life. I have sacrificed everything for this, as is my station, as is my quest. I shall father no children. I shall love none, except for him.
Interesting. Then I'll skip to the end.
I know that they are willing, and their last days are filled with pleasures of the flesh, but I can't help but wonder if they realize that it's not just their lives they give to the kingdom. Perhaps this is beyond a simple eunuch such as I.
Check a few pages before that, see what anything else leading up to that.
There's quite a bit, actually. You get the sense that this man, this eunuch guardsman, you paint a picture of his life and service, his elongated life. For this book spans more than 100 years.
Oh.
Entries coming every... Some of them just sentences, some of them a bit longer. But you get the sense of regret. He starts to second guess himself toward the end of this book. He starts to get tired. A quick flip, you gather quickly what has happened. Something... People are brought here from above. They choose to come here, or they are chosen. It's muddled in his writings, but you get the sense that they're brought here, and they are given a time of raw, intense pleasure. All of the food and company that they could ask. And when it's over, when the time is over, they give their lives to the kingdom.
So, essentially, people are brought in
And given a last hurrah.
and then taken to that sacrificial chamber, I suppose?
That's what it sounds like.
Hmm.
Malia, what are you doing? And what is Mars doing?
I would just like to look around, really. I guess investigate.
I wasn't too concerned with this other room so much, so I was gonna keep an eye back down the hallway that we came and just try to hear anything or footsteps.
Make me a perception roll.
18.
You don't think you hear anything coming down the hall, but the way you came, the little bits of demon that haven't evaporated into nothing, you'll still hear dripping down the wall.
Does it look like it's moving or like flowing?
No, it looks like it's just clumps from where they exploded.
Yeah.
Now, there is a room that juts off of this one.
Oh.
Just to the north. Now, I'm sorry, Malia, can you remind me again what you were doing?
I just want to investigate
Okay.
the space.
So you think that Zeno has picked it pretty clear. But there is that room to the north that you could head into.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, moving north, you will... Boop. There we go. You will find a strangely shaped room with 3 ancient beds pressed against a sloping wall. Each has a footlocker that is laying open. It looks like their contents have been rummaged thoroughly. The remnants of a long table lays near the entry, and it appears to have been used as a barricade. A small camp has been set up and abandoned in the center of the room. And can I get you to give me an investigation roll?
Sure. Uh, 17.
17. Okay. And can I get you to do me one more favor real quick? What is your perception?
My passive?
Your passive.
19.
Perfect. All right. Looking around the room, as you glance down, you can see that the underside of this table looks like it was, well, as it's laying on the floor. I shouldn't have said underside. The top of the table would have been the flush side.
Mm-hmm.
It has deep gouge marks and scratch marks in it.
That's interesting.
The campfire that was lit in the center of the room, for the hall, is definitely large enough that it can accommodate a little bit of smoke. It looks recent enough. Within the past few weeks. This was probably where the previous adventurer set up camp. Easily defensible, has some old beds. In fact, the beds look like they're strong enough to support weight.
All right.
It appears that they ransacked all of the chests, though.
Nuts.
Do you look around at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll check. Just make sure that they didn't lose something.
Okay. Where are you checking? Like just along the walls, in the mattresses, beneath them?
Yeah, I'll check around the mattresses and beneath them and whatnot.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution save with advantage.
Okie dokie. Oh, advantage, even better.
You have advantage on this.
That's excellent. So that ends up being 23.
23. Okay, this still will hit you.
I rolled a 9 and a 19.
Okay.
Decent.
So,
Wait, it still hits on a 23?
for half damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay, which you have... Actually, I probably should have... off there, so that's 12, 20... 31. All right. As you flip over one of the mattresses, you will see a glyph on the ground beneath it that you didn't notice, flare to life with green energy. You're going to take 16 points of poison damage, already been halved.
Oh, you've already DR'd it?
I've already downgraded it.
Okay.
Oh wait, you're right. So it should be. You're gonna take 8 points of poison damage
Okay.
because dwarves are stocky.
Indeed.
It's going to flare with light, and you're going to feel poison rip at your veins. And it's just going to form the shape of a laughing skull above your face for a moment and then dissipate.
Dicks.
That wasn't very nice.
All right, and with that,
Well, shall we go downstairs?
Yeah, might as well.
Anyone disagree with that?
No, I think we're good to go.
Let's go downstairs. Let's find the party.
Malia,
Mm-hmm.
as you are rubbing your wounds for a moment, you'll notice that there's a piece of ancient parchment jutting out from behind that back bed corner.
I will go grab that.
It's just a simple note written in common of an old hand.
Mm-hmm.
The king has refused to drink of the ichor. We will be departing soon. The priests wish to see us off. I worry about our land when the Sea of Sand is no longer asleep. I must depart. Signed, Bravadi, Captain of the Guard.
Interesting. I will add it to my book of bits that I've been collecting, apparently.
Your scrapbook.
Do you want to make me an insight roll?
Sure. Okay, so... $27.
There's something about the line here that makes your stomach go a little sour. We're departing soon. The priests wish to see us off. You think about the priest's corridor. And what was likely an escape hatch. Perhaps one that had been sealed.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. What do you all do?
So now am I poisoned condition?
No.
No? Okay,
No,
I
it's just
put
poison damage, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back out to the others. How damaged do the rest of you look?
I am down to 75 from 112.
Okay,
I've
so you've
got
taken
some-
some damage.
I got some scrapes and
I've
bruises.
taken
Yeah.
6 damage.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not too bad.
I'm fine. Why don't we just
Okay.
rest here for a few minutes?
That
Yeah.
seems like a good
Yeah.
call.
All right, so anybody who wants to can spend some short rest hit dice.
Yes, please.
Also, thanks to everybody who just subscribed today. I think that was like 3 or 4 new subs today.
And we add our con mod to these, you were saying?
Yes, you do, to each dice.
Okay, so that's 11.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool. That
I'll
actually clears me
use one.
completely, and I spent 2 hit die.
Okay, so just mark down how many hit dice you are down. Now, technically, they don't regenerate every time you sleep. You only get back, I think, half of them every time you sleep.
I don't think I even used any of them last time. So
I don't often use them.
Yeah, but I think that using short rest is going to be really integral, because
Mhm.
the next level of this is either going to take you 1 game or 4 games,
Okay,
depending on whether
Good
or not
range.
you find a shortcut.
Ooh.
okay.
Or just like blitz to the end. If you speed run it, it'll be pretty quick.
Fair enough.
All right. You take a moment to catch your breath. Do you think, Farah says, Like that room, that was a sex room, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Were the demons there before or after the sex?
Probably a bit of both.
You know, I don't want to know or think about that ever again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna just think about that never.
Spidery concubines.
That's
Zeno,
disgusting. How about
stop
no?
talking, please.
Yeah.
When we're out of this, then can we destroy it? Just collapse the whole thing?
Yeah, I don't have the power to do that.
Maybe the... Hey, but there is a blue dragon out in the desert
When there's a Mars,
who might
there's a
want
way.
the territory.
That's true.
That's true.
Sure, we could negotiate safe passage out of there in exchange for, hey, look, help destroying this thing that's in the way.
She
Maybe.
might just take it.
That's true.
And with that, Zeno is going to start walking back towards the central chamber.
Oh, God. Okay,
Yeah, pretty
okay.
much.
Coming. All right.
Well,
As you head back toward the center chamber, you'll see that the greatsword has, in fact, held the blade there in that trapped passageway.
Oh, good.
It's about
Nice.
2 feet off the ground, enough that you'll have to take your backpacks off and push them under.
did we stick anything else in there to help keep it up?
The
No.
greatsword seems to have worked, but it's still only a gap like this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool.
All right. You'll all be able to wriggle through without slicing anything off.
Oh, good.
As you come up the other side, you will head back into that main chamber. And as you do, you'll notice that the proportions of this chamber are wrong. The width of the statue is wrong. As you approach it, you'll notice that the statue has split down the center,
Ah,
revealing a stairwell that goes deep, deep into the darkness below.
Hey, check that out.
Spooky.
cool.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. Yep.
Ah, we're twins.
Hmm.
I don't like
I vote Zeno goes first.
Zeno is already taking a
agree.
step down. Like, he is already making his way down.
Do I get any like weird Nern senses?
Would you like make me a wisdom save, please?
Yeah.
Get a Nern tingle.
Get some nonsense going.
19.
19. As you breathe the air that's coming up, you will feel all of the hairs on your body stand at attention.
Goosebumps.
You're pretty sure it's still down there. You have no idea how far, but it's there. You okay?
Yeah. This is gonna be good.
Come on, kids. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's
You all
only
descend?
downhill from here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You all descend the stairwell, and as you do, you'll hear the slow grind of stone as the statue shuts above you.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Well,
Now it's real party time now.
I always wanted to be trapped in a tomb with you all.
And we're
I
going to call
did too.
game there.
Awesome.
All right. So, thank you guys so much for coming and watching the episode tonight. This dungeon level was fun.
I think that was a good one.
Yeah,
that was.
that
quite
was.
fun.
That was very good.
Wild,
Next level is much more complex.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Great.
So, and we also might have some new features to help enjoy the combat and the whole layout a little better. So thank you so much for watching. It's been great to have you. Next week we will not be having game because it's Canada Day, and we're going to take the night off because it's it's a federal holiday. We're going to do that. But we will be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Generic Fantasy Setting number 17735, and we would love to see you there. From all of us dorks to all of you dorks. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, and before we go, don't forget that on Saturday night this week we have Curse of Strahd still, and on Sunday we are premiering season 2 of Werewolf the Forsaken, The Bitches of Brewery Park. You want to be there for both of them. Woo, it's gonna be rough. And Michael just said, "Feel the nern."
I know, I saw that.
That's awful, Michael.
I was wondering if like Mars would say "nern of your business" when I asked if.
Nern. And for anybody who's in the chat who wants to know what the hell's going on, we are improving our generic fantasy setting wiki on a regular basis, so that you can kind of know what the hell this world's about. Which I will remember before next game to put a macro in there so that it pops up in the feed. But
That's a good idea.
honestly, if you Google generic fantasy setting number 17735,
It pops up.
Yeah, we are the fandom that is there. The fandom. Wiki.
Yeah.
Nice.
That actually, I have a question about that.
Yeah.
Semi-related for people viewing, maybe. If people have a fandom wiki account, are they able to make edits to it as well?
Anybody can make edits to anything that I don't lock down. Yeah.
Yeah. So I figure if there's content that we haven't updated that we've talked about in the videos,
Anybody's free to
help
update
us
anything.
out.
It's just that I'll pare it down a little bit. The Werewolf wiki is going up too, and then the other wikis are going up accordingly. The generic fantasy wiki is expansive already, and we don't even have our other games in it yet. Or the maps that I've created, or that Neil has created, or any of that stuff. So a special thank you to everybody who subscribed. Special shout out because I didn't get a chance to click the thank button for
Thank.
You get one thank.
T-Bird GT500, who plane shifted into, or a monster truck into my domain. To Kel and to Christine, thank you for subscribing in the middle of the chat.
I suddenly realized that, oh shit, no wait, I'm paying for Prime.
Yeah. So just a reminder.
Oh my god.
You can throw some money at the channel every month by using your Amazon Prime subscription to give us a free subscription. It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
And gives me like $250 to put toward better audio equipment. Well, actually, now it's better video equipment. Because
I think when we first started talking about that, I didn't have a Prime account, and then I got one, and I forgot all about it.
yeah, so it literally costs you
So-
nothing. So if you're not doing it already, give it to us or to another channel you love. Why not?
Now I have that pretty little crown next to my name.
It's true.
Yay.
I like that one.
I'm so special.
I'm just looking at Kel, who's got a crown, a sword, and first.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kel's...
I've only got a crown in first.
Well, it's because you're not a
I like that.
moderator.
Yeah.
Kel
I'm
is there
also-
to slay any of the trolls that comes into the chat.
Yeah.
Besides Sylvester.
The Troll Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta update the new accounts. But anyway,
Goblin Slayer.
it's been great seeing all of you. We love you very much, and we will
Have a good
see
night.
you on Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, I'll
Come
see you on
watch us.
Saturday. Yeah. Anyway.
I will too.
Bye.
Okay, so
And
basically
Amy.
we're trading out one mic for another mic, and we're trading out Neil for winter.
Mic swaps.
Mic
Mic
swaps.
swaps.
Mic check.
And I'll have way darker makeup.
Mic 1, mic 2. Mic 1, mic 2.
Because I have one.
Mic one.
Check one,
two.
check two.
Yep.
Good night, dorks. Bye.
Got it.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.